This is how COVID-19 is spread. Through air currents potentially carrying microscopic droplets full of coronavirus. When we talk, breathe, or cough. Now, it's important to remember that we can't see viral particles in these images. They're too small. But the viruses are carried on that breath just like a river carries fish. In fact, an individual viral particle is smaller than the weave of most fabrics. So why does this work? Well, masks help in two interesting ways. First, it's important to understand that viruses don't float around alone. They fly out in droplets of moisture. Most droplets are heavy enough that they fall within 2 meters or so, but any person or object within that distance can get bathed in virus. And without a mask, some of those droplets can evaporate into super tiny particles of infection that can float on air currents far from your mouth or nose. And these micro droplets are extremely hard for any mask to filter out. But with a mask on, in the warm, humid space between your mouth and the mask, those larger droplets don't have time to evaporate, and they can be captured by common fabrics. If it feels hot and humid in here, that means it's working. And the second way that masks work is that any droplets that do get through now have less momentum. The air currents disperse in eddies and swirls instead of flowing away in streams, which means droplets won't travel as far. But that mask has to fit. This is almost like not wearing a mask at all. A mask that's too tight or has too many thick layers can actually force more air out the sides. You know, it's often said that masks aren't to keep you from getting sick, but to keep you from getting others sick. Wearing a mask can dramatically reduce the chance of spreading COVID, but that's a strange thing to think about because you might think, well, I'm not sick. I've got a strong immune system, so I don't need to wear this. But we know that COVID-19 can go undetected, and almost half of infections may come from people who don't show symptoms. That could be you, or it could be the person next to you. And if it is, wouldn't you want them wearing a mask? They probably feel the same way about you. Masks won't stop the pandemic on their own. They're best used in combination with other safety measures like hand washing and physical distancing. Stereotypically macho people have actually been shown to resist masks more. I get it. Dudes, you don't feel cool, even though lots of cool dudes wear masks. Or maybe your nose itches, or your glasses fog up, your face is sweaty. That's no fun. I mean, I get it. For most people, wearing masks is new and weird and different. But there are lots of things that used to be weird and different until everyone just started doing them. I mean, umbrellas used to be viewed as completely feminine accessories for rich people and only used to shade the sun. Until one day, some masculine men decided that they were tired of getting rained on, and suddenly enough people were using umbrellas that they became like the most boring, socially acceptable thing ever. It's true, look it up. And most people didn't use condoms in sexual relationships until the risks of HIV and other infections pushed people to change their behavior. And now it's not only normal, it's a way to say, I respect you, and I want to protect both of us. This is also a sign that you want to protect others and have them protect you. And the sooner that this becomes part of everyone's normal everyday life, the sooner we can all get back to normal everyday life. In every pandemic in history, it's the actions and choices of individual people that have made the difference. A mask can stop a virus, but it also sends a message. We're all in this together. And that's something we all need to hear right now and every day. Stay curious.